Welcome everyone to another fear porn video. This fear porn video is brought to you by Aware, Prepare, Survive. Yeah, that's what most people think when they see a prepping video there on YouTube. Nothing but fear, 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 trying to scare the shit out of everybody. Well, you know, that has its time and its place, but today we're going to be talking about food storage, prepping, getting your food storage up so you and your family will be able to eat during the apocalypse, during a SHTF event. So today we're going to be going over several different ways you can prep, especially when it comes to long-term food storage. We're going to be discussing several varieties of foods, different types of food for prepping. You're going to be discussing a few long-term food storage options such as freeze-dried and dehydrated foods, some shelf-stable foods that you can buy there at the supermarket that have long shelf lives, just a different variety of foods. Rice, beans, we'll be talking a little bit about Mylar bags. I'm not going to be going into depth on any of these foods. I'm going to break down some of these types of foods in separate videos so we can go in depth on storage, what temperature you need to store them at, what kind of conditions they need to be stored at, the different types and varieties and the different long-term food storage companies when it comes to freeze-dried and dehydrated foods, and some of your foods that you can just go to your supermarket and buy right off the shelf that have long, stable shelf lives. Today, just going to be showing you a few examples of some of the things that I have in my preps. This is by no means everything I have. Just a few examples, a small bit of what I keep for me and my family. So what you see here in front of you, this is a little bit of the long-term food storage options that I have, some of the freeze-dried foods that I have, and just a couple examples here of the different companies and the different types of foods that you can buy and store. So when it comes to long-term food storage, there are some companies that are better than others. The companies that I choose to purchase from are Emergency Essentials at BePrepared.com, Augustin Farms, Mountain House, Wise Company, Valley Food Storage, Eat Tomorrow Foods. Those are my main long-term food storage companies, along with Saratoga Farms. So as you can see here, I got just a few examples here. Like here's an example of a freeze-dried vegetable. This is corn. This is by BePrepared.com, Emergency Essentials. This has a 25-year shelf life. This is freeze-dried sweet corn. Different options when it comes to the different sizes you can get. This is in a small pouch here. It's 11 servings. It's 4 ounces of freeze-dried corn. You can get these in the number 10 cans that can have anywhere from 30 to 35 servings in it. So just some couple options there that you can get with the freeze-dried vegetables. Most of these companies, they'll have corn, peas, green beans, and things similar to that, black beans, things like that. So just an option there when you're getting freeze-dried vegetables. Compare this to a can of corn that might last you 5 years. Just saying, you know, canned foods usually don't last as long. Say 5 years compared to 25 years. That's a big difference. I think this particular packet of freeze-dried corn was around I believe $7. You can get the big number 10 cans anywhere from, depends on who's running a sale, $15 to $20, sometimes a little more. So that's just one example of a freeze-dried vegetable. Here's a smaller package of the freeze-dried meats. These are Italian-style meatballs by BePrepared.com, Emergency Essentials. You can get these in the number 10 cans like this. This is a number 10 can of roast beef, and this is real meat, folks. This is not the fake stuff. This is the real meat. Now this stuff is expensive. These right here can run, it depends on what you get. This is a number 10 can of roast beef. This is a number 10 can of turkey breast. Depending on what you get, chicken, turkey, beef. You can get the ground beef as well. It's like these Italian-style meatballs. The number 10 cans are going to run you between $40 and $75, depending on what you get. These little smaller packets right here, this has 4 servings. They'll run you around between 8 and 10. Just some examples of some freeze-dried meat. This is real meat. This here has a 30-year shelf life. Some of them have 25-year shelf lives. Another example of some freeze-dried foods is this mac and cheese here. This is by Valley Food Storage. It's got 5 servings per pouch. This is real good mac and cheese. This has a 25-year shelf life. Just one example of what you can get. Another example is this is Patriot Pantry. This is Traveler Stew. Has a 25-year shelf life. It's like a soup. Pretty good tasting soup, actually. A lot of these companies offer real good soups, especially Augustin Farms, Wise Company, Patriot Pantry. A lot of their soups are really, really good. Just a meal for you and your family. This will feed up to 4 people. Another example of some different kinds of freeze-dried foods. These are freeze-dried blueberries. You can get all different kind of varieties of freeze-dried fruits. This has a 25-year shelf life and tastes great. You put a little moisture with these here, you can get all kind of things: strawberries, blueberries, bananas, you know, many different kinds of fruits. And fruits have a lot of good vitamins that you're going to need, and especially if you're in a long-term grid down event where food's hard to come by, you're going to need your vitamins, vitamin C. Another example of a meal that's already ready, just add water. Just like all these meals are just add water. This is from a Realize food company. This is Eat Tomorrow Foods. This is a hearty turkey stew. Real good meal. I really like this. I like a lot of things that are made with the turkey. Mountain House has a real good turkey and dressing meal that's really good. This one here will feed up to, I think it's 6 to 8 people. Don't really remember. But this is just another example of another company and different style of food. All these freeze-dried foods, you're going to add water. You're going to boil water, put this in there, and cook it for 10 to 15 minutes. Another example of another quick meal is this is by Mountain House. This is spaghetti. Mountain House has tons of different types of meals that you can eat, and they offer a variety of different style meals. Mountain House when it comes to freeze-dried foods, it's probably top of the list. Their foods have a 30-year shelf life. And I just watched a video of a Mountain House meal that was opened up. I believe it was 30 or 31 years since it was made. So Mountain House, you can't go wrong with it. They're a little expensive, but a good example of another freeze-dried meal food company that does a really good job with their stuff. You can buy all different kind of stuff in the number 10 can. This is just a biscuit mix by Augustin Farms. You can get all different kinds of stuff like that. It's good to have a variety: biscuit mix, pancake mixes, different things like that. I have scone mixes, mixes for cornbread. I mean, I've tons of different things that you can get in these number 10 cans. These type stuff right here don't have a 20-year shelf life. Usually this kind of stuff has a 10-year shelf life, but I go ahead and tell you, I know people who have opened these up after 15 years and they're still just as good as they was the day it was made. A lot of variety comes in these number 10 cans. Here's another example here. This is noodles and chicken. This is just a number 10 can of the same type of meal. You can get it in this right here. That kind of packaging, but this is a number 10 can. So you can order them in kits like this right here. This is a 72-hour kit by Wise Food Company. This is an Italian pail where you can make all different kind of stuff: pizzas, macaroni cheese, different pastas. All comes in that Italian pail kit. You get those from Augustin Farms. I'm telling you what, if you're in a bad situation, you hadn't had a real good meal in a while, and you get something like that, a good pizza or something like that, it makes a world of difference when it comes to morale. Back here, this is like another one of these big containers that you can get. This is Mountain House. I think this one has 4 different meals in it. This is their just-in-case bucket. You can get those. About all these companies offer some type of kit like this right here, where it be a 72-hour, a 1 week, 2 week, 1 month, 2 month. I mean, they got all different kind of kits, and you can get these specialized kits like this right here, the Italian Peel, or like the other day for Thanksgiving, August Farms run a special on their turkey feast, which is like a Thanksgiving meal, all in one of these kits here. And I ordered one of those, got it on sale for $49, where it's normally around close to $100. So this is just some examples of long-term food storage. Like I said, I'm going to be going into more detail about freeze-dried and dehydrated foods in another video. I just wanted to put this out there. I know had a lot of questions on last night's video when it comes to prepping and some of the different foods that you can use to prep with. This is just a little bit of, you know, the kinds of foods I have in my home for me and my family. So stick around. We're going to be talking about some foods that you can go right now to your supermarket and purchase straight off the shelf that are a little bit cheaper than what you see here. All right, I don't have many more minutes left. YouTube only lets me upload a 15-minute video. What you see here is just some examples of foods that you can get at your grocery store. One thing I do want to touch on before I end the video today is things like this right here, dried beans and rice. There's black-eyed peas. There's a 15-bean soup mix. Over here is a 8-pound thing of pinto beans. Here's a 5-pound package of rice that I got for $2.50 at Walmart. The 8-pound bag of pinto beans was $3.89. These were $2. You could take that, the rice and your beans, your pastas. There's some elbow macaroni. There's some enriched spaghetti noodles. And you can take and put these in Mylar bags. This is a Mylar bag. These are oxygen absorbers. You put your food in there, put your oxygen absorber in there, seal it up. It's good. It extends the life on these rices, pastas, and beans by years. And I've opened stuff 15 years later that's put in Mylar bags, and I'll go ahead and tell you, it tastes just as good as I went and bought it at the store today and cooked it. All this other stuff we'll go in depth on a later video, just examples of canned meats, like that's chicken, roast beef, ham, spam, the different soups you can have. You can take soups and mix them with your rice and pastas, making meals out of them, like this cream of mushroom soup, cream of chicken soup, different vegetables back here, all different kind of beans and stuff. It already has water in there. You just put it in a pot, cook it. 5 minutes later, you got something to eat. Just wanted to show you some examples of stuff you can go to the store and buy today. We'll be going in depth on all this stuff at a later date, but you can go to the store right now, go take $10 and buy you some food. You can go next week, spend $10, buy you some more of this food, and before you know it, you'll have 30 to 60 days worth of food stored up that you can probably keep if you keep it stored in right conditions for at least 5 to 7 years. Check back. We're going to be having some more videos going in depth on all this stuff, on long-term food storage and on these shelf products that come off the shelf of your stores here. We'll be going in depth on them, and hopefully it'll be able to help you plan out some things that you need to get in the future. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.